Hello guys, my name is Joseph Ochekule from Droided Consulting, and in this video I'm going to be teaching us how to record our suppliers bill, which is vendors bill, and also how to record payment based on those bills that we've been able to raise within the system. So as you can see, we have our dashboard here. So to do that, we have to go to the purchase module, and under the purchase module, you see bills. So bills are what we all can also call suppliers invoice. So we click on either this plus button or we click on this new button. So we want to create a new bill for this particular supplier we have in the system. So to do that, right, we will have to select our supplier, which is in this case Droided. But should in case you don't even have the supplier within the system, you can go ahead to create a new vendor, a supplier here, and you can just create it here. So let's go ahead to select our supplier here, which is Droided, right? So the bill number is important. One thing you should understand about Zoho itself is that whenever you are seeing these red letters, the system is telling you that you should populate something there, that it is compulsory to do that. So we have a bill number, right? It can be anything depending on your organization, right? So our bill number is bill number 001, right? And the other number, it's not compulsory. So the bill date is very vital. The bill date is very, very important. So this bill date, so let's say as that today, let's choose today, which is 10th of June 2025, right? So the due date, what's the due date? What's the due date? Is it today? Is it on Friday? Is it on Saturday? Is it next week? Is it next month? Right, and you can also go ahead to select the payment time. Is it due on receipt? Is it in the next 15 days? Is it in the next 30, 45, 60 days? And should in case you have a particular date range you want your payment term to be, right, the payment term is, you can also go ahead to configure that within the system. So when you click on configure and payment term, it's going to give you a drop down in which you can now go ahead to now add new payment term within the system. So let me assume this one is the next 14 days. So I can go ahead to put 14 and save it. The moment I save it and I click this drop down, it's giving me next 14 days, right? And that's the payment term. All right, so let's go ahead to select the inventory item. Just like when you select your vendor, you can on a go or at a spot, you can create vendor within the system. So also you can also create item within the system. So in this case, let's create an item called, all right, you are purchasing thread edge So in this case, we're having dreaded Wi-Fi. Right. So let's go ahead to copy this and description. Let's have it as our description. Let's set this one as 0, the cost price for now. Cost price, selling price 0. And let's go ahead to save. It should. So we've selected the item, which is dreaded Wi-Fi. So the system is asking us that what is the quantity? How many quantity do you want to buy? So we want to buy 20 in this case. What is the rate? At what rate? At 10,000. Is there any tax applicable to this? You can select that if it's been applicable. So we can have 7.5% exempt or 0 tax. And just like the inventory or vendor, creating it on a go, you can also create a new tax too on a go. Select a discount if applicable. Is it percentage? Is it in just a month. So you have to pick that if it's applicable to this particular bill also. All right, so let's go ahead to save. And something you should also note is that you can also, add multiple items. You can see multiple items. I can add as many items I want to buy from this particular vendor. I'm billing, right? I'm raising this supplier's invoice in. So let's save as draft. Now, the difference between save as draft and save as open, just like we've done in many of our videos, is that when you save a document as draft, is a way of telling the system that um, I want to revisit this document. It has no impact on your financial accounting books. It has no impact on your books. It's a way of just saving to revisit it later, or probably there's something you want to get from your manager, there's something you want to get from your HOD before to incorporate it before saving it, right? Then you can save as draft. But it's best that when you create a document like this, you save as draft at first, and when you finalize the document, you cannot save as open. So if you look at save as draft, you notice that we have no journal entry. You see, journal entry will be available for this bill. Will not be available for bills in draft state. I said that before, right? So let's go ahead to what save as open, which will now do convert to open. So right here, we can have a journal entry which our account payable is being credited and our cost of goods sold is being debited. All right, so that's that about bills, right? So how do we record payment, right, from the bill screen? Now, there are two ways to record payment in Zoho Books. You can either go to payment made and click on new payment to record payment, selecting the vendor, right? When you select the vendor, you can now link that payment to this particular invoice. Or you go to the bill screen, select the bill that you've raised that you want to record payment on, which is the best method for me, which is very good. Is the best recommendable method that that is very good. Anyway, so you can go ahead to record payments. You click on record payment, or you click on record payment here. So the moment you click on record payment, the system takes you to the record payment, right? And here we have 200,000, right? So let's look at the most important details we need to populate. The system is asking us what is the payment mode? Is it cash? Is it through bank transfer? So we are choosing bank transfer in this case, right? So what's the payment date? What's the payment date? Did you make the payment today? Did you make the payment on 17 and what have you? But let's just choose on 12. All right. So let's just select today, which is 10th. Okay. So payments made on today. All right. Pay through, of course, petty cash. That's our ledger. All right. So what's the reference? Reference is almost like a description, just the reference. You can just give maybe this payment is part of the product. You can just put something. It's just a way of putting something to. It might just be for internal purposes, but it's not compulsory. Since it's not really compulsory. Note also can also include it if you have. So the most important thing we also need to note, just like I said, what's the payment made? Are you making all the old 200,000, right? You bought the goods worth 200,000, and you want to make payment of 150,000. So what do we do in that case? So in that case, you can clear the 200,000 and put 150, 1, 2, 3, 150,000. And we can also save as draft and save as open. One important thing about Zoho Books and interesting thing about Zoho Books is that you can also attach a support document to this. I say, okay, we want to attach a receipt or what have you. So the system allows you to upload at least a minimum of 5 files and 10 MB each, which makes it 50 MB, right, for each document, which is very cool, which is very great. So we can go ahead to save as draft. Saving as draft will be that what you want to visit it later. You want to save for later purpose. You want to incorporate something, and you want to get something from your HOD or something, right? Or save as paid. Save as draft is not going to impact your book. Save as paid definitely will have an impact on your books. Then we can have our journal entry here, which account payable is being credited, and our cost of goods sold, of course. I mean, that's for the bill, sorry. So how do we get to see, sorry for that, how do we get to see our payment? We go to the payment screen. I will see our payment here. So we can have our journal entry. So our particular share is being credited, right? And account payable obviously is being debited of 150k, right? So we still have a payment to make of 50k. So if you come to your bills now, you see what has happened. So the system is telling you that you partially paid, right? So we can see that we have a total of 200,000, a payment made of 150k, and we have a balance due of 50k. So to record the remaining payment, you can go ahead to record payment, or you come to this payment made module here to be able to record the remaining payment and attach it to that particular bill that you've raised within the system. Right, so we've come to the end of today's tutorial on how to record bills and how to raise bills within the system, which is supplier's invoice, and also how to record payments and link those payments to those bills. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I remain Ojekunle Joseph from Droided Consulting. Follow us for more. Turn on the notification button, and we are going to see you in our next video. Bye bye.